I'm Joe Padula.
And I'm Chris Edmondson.
And this is the local news you need to know. Absolutely. Morning, Pastor.
Morning. How you doing, Joe?
Decaf.
Yes, sir.
Aging.
Unleaded.
I can't stand April 1st anymore.
Why is that?
I can't trust anyone who posts things on the internet.
Let's be honest. You can't trust anybody who posts anything on the internet.
But everyone thinks they're so funny. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Like, I wanted to put a post, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because people, oh, what are you, funny guy?
And you're like, yes, I am funny.
No. Happy Easter. Happy belated Easter. Right. Happy belated Easter. That's
Absolutely.
all I wanted to. That's all I wanted to put.
Sure.
I didn't even want to use Easter. I wanted to use Happy Belated Resurrection Sunday.
There you go.
And I didn't do it because I didn't want. Oh,
How was that April Fool's, though?
I don't know. People take things so weirdly.
Yes, they do. It may be a them issue. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe they're the weird ones.
No, it's definitely me.
Okay.
It's definitely me. I'm working on it, though.
You embrace it.
Good morning to you all. Yes, keep the comments coming, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And on top of it, I need you guys to be a part of this conversation, all right? Yeah, definitely keep us informed. If you know something, type it in. If you need to know something, type it in. Maybe we can help you out. All right, Pastor. Yeah, the day's going good. The day's going all right. Just
good.
I got to learn to sleep better.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Are you one of those guys that, like, you're in bed with the screen in front of your face?
Yep.
Or your face? See, that's it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know how to fix it.
You just don't.
I just don't.
That's the story of our lives, isn't it?
That's exactly it. Stupid us. All right, Pastor. You heard about this one, right?
Unfortunately, yes, sir.
There was a trailer of Bibles that got burned in front of a Mount Juliet church. And I hate to say it, but I don't want to repeat the line, but it's considered a controversial church.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
Like, they put up this one sign back when some shenanigans were kicking off. This is a mask-free church campus.
Sure.
Okay, kindly remove them or stay in your car.
Uh-huh.
All right. What they Barbie movie?
So Greg Locke, he's kind of a renegade.
Okay.
So he's the pastor there. And when the whole Barbie movie came out, he took a baseball bat and covered in Bibles. So you got the baseball bat and it's covered with Bibles, wrapped in plastic, and destroys a Barbie dream house with the Bible covered bat.
Why Barbie? Is Barbie evil? Am I missing something?
Who knows?
I mean, Ken doesn't have a woohoo, so you know what I mean?
Hey, Ken is still a man. We're calling that a win, right?
I think he's a eunuch?
I don't know.
Is that what it's called?
Possibly. But let me just say this. Yeah. He's so upset that this trailer full of Bibles was burned outside of his church. And, of course, I would be upset as well. It wasn't, by the way, it wasn't his Bibles.
No.
Somebody brought a trailer filled with Bibles and apparently burned their own Bibles or that they brought on the campus. So,
well, no wonder this is the most selling book. I mean, look how many Bibles they must have bought to burn.
Absolutely. It is interesting that you say, the best-selling book of all time is the Bible. Like if you go on, the iBooks, the top books of the day, or the New York Times, the best-selling books, there's always in like a font one. Hey, by the way, this really isn't the best. The Bible is the best.
Wow.
So there's always that. Yeah. But my point with Greg Locke is he disrespected God's word by taping them around baseball bats and beating the snot out of a Barbie house.
Yeah, that doesn't sound. Listen, I'm all for the church.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, the theatrics maybe
that's
a
little too much.
Right.
Yeah. If you're not going to respect God's word inside the house, how are you going to expect anybody to respect God's word outside the house? You know what I'm saying?
There's a Bible that I got to buy. I got to help keep the Bible number one on the settlers list.
Okay.
That's the God Bless the USA Bible.
I hear it's huge.
Okay, let me tell you. It's got the Constitution. It's got the Old Testaments, New Testaments, even maybe the Didache. Hey, let's take a look at the news story. Here's WKRN News 2.
Deputies say Bible burning on Easter Sunday could turn into a hate crime investigation. Someone burned a trailer full
Hold
of
on, real quick, before I keep pausing. Could be a hate crime. It's obviously a hate crime.
Sure.
Say this was in front of a mosque.
And somebody burned Qurans. It would be OVA.
Right.
Over.
If they were burning, okay, the word of 54-year-old Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, and 9-year-old Aisha doing it, okay, it would be a hate crime.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, did I say that part out loud?
Bibles near the Global Vision Church near Mount Juliet. News 2's Nikki McGee has more from the pastor and also asks
Justin Nichols,
whether this
right.
could have been in retaliation to the church burning books.
I think the fact that they chose to do that on Easter, the Bible was very in
Here's another thing, too. This trailer ain't cheap.
No.
Okay? This trailer is not cheap. Buying all these Bibles is not cheap. Who's
Sure.
funding this?
I don't know. But thank you for your donation of the trailer. We will put good use to it.
I would love to have this trailer.
Maybe you should contact us.
Pastor Greg Walk with Global Vision Bible Church says he feels targeted. Sunday morning,
You don't think this was an inside job, do you, for publicity?
I don't know.
I hope not.
I hope not too.
Oh,
Gosh.
no. I
No.
don't think so, but
Hope
he
not.
recounts surveillance footage showing a trailer full of Bibles. He estimates roughly 200 being driven to the intersection in front of his church, doused with gasoline and lit
Samurai
on
son, stay
fire.
safe.
His security
Yeah, we got
team
some
would
winds
not
coming.
share the video with us, saying they didn't want to compromise the investigation.
I think they knew that we were going to have an extra barrage of people that were going to be here visiting from all over the country, and so, it blocked the main entrance to the church. And so it was unfortunate. We get a lot of pushback. We get a lot of hate for some of our religious and political stands, but to see, the Bible disrespected that way was a little unfortunate.
And perhaps not just disrespect. The Wilson County Sheriff's Office tells News 2 they're looking into whether this was a hate crime. That will depend on if they find that this was a, quote, bias-motivated act. News 2 asked Pastor Locke about alleged book burning.
I guess they gotta, cover their
What in the
bases
world?
legally.
I guess, but what in the world?
Like, on the surface, it looks like a hate crime.
I mean, you're a journalist and you can't connect 2 + 2 is 7.
It's just so interesting. When it comes to... Christians are a marginalized people, okay? It is what it is.
Sure.
And, you can't get away with this with burning Qurans. You can't get away with this with burning the first 5 books of Torah.
No.
You can't get away with say it's a witchcraft book.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh, you're so hateful and so not inclusive. Well, the burning of Bibles, we got to think about if it's a hate crime. We're going to look into it.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, we got to do some investigation
You're
for
right.
about 2 years.
Yeah. And in the meantime, we're going to release a manifesto eventually, maybe.
Doubt it.
At the church, including Harry Potter books, and if he thinks that could have played a role. Including Harry. News 2 asked Pastor Locke about alleged book burnings at the church, including Harry Potter books, and if he thinks that could have played a role.
State law of Tennessee says that a church that would deem something occultic, they're able to, burn it. And so people hear book burning. Books were the minimal amount of what we burned. It was Ouija boards, it was charms and statues and amulets.
Be careful when burning those things.
Why's that?
You're releasing stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just be careful.
Yeah.
Just let me tell you something. The spiritual world and spiritual battle is real. Very real. All right? It's all real. Just to let you know. Just before it's too late. Just so you know, it's real.
The thing of it that, again, pushback here with Pastor Locke is when you start burning stuff.
Yeah.
And this was apparently, I would say this was a response, burning the Bibles to burning some of this other stuff. Is that what you want to be known for? I mean, but just by, again, burning Harry Potter books. By the way, I'm a pastor. I've read all the Harry Potter books. I give them 2 enthusiastic thumbs up.
Do you think this was J.K. Rowling behind this?
I do not know. I do not think so. Because,
J.K. Rowling burned the Bibles?
man,
Allegedly?
she's been canceled so much because
know.
of the whole trans stuff.
Oh,
anyway.
she's based.
Oh, yeah,
She's
absolutely.
based AF.
So, okay, thank you. Anyway,
Sorry.
my
don't know why I
point
said
is, when you have a group of believers saying this is what we're going to do and this is how we're going to react to
Yeah.
culture, don't be surprised
Uh-huh.
when you get pushback and they start burning things that are dear to you.
Understood.
And all type of things that people want to separate from that they would see as to be witchcraft in their life. And those books would have been involved in that.
Locke says his church has held roughly 4 of these events, mostly around Halloween. However, he says he doesn't think it justifies burning Bibles.
People, they threaten us on a regular basis, and and Satanists, and people.
I mean, well, here's one thing, okay? They're on their own private property, okay, in a controlled environment. Whoever took this trailer of Bibles and burned it in the middle of a public street there, it's a totally different story. You know, if you want to protest, this church burning Harry Potter,
Sure.
then go to your Satanist church and go burn the Bibles there. See how that works out for you.
Yeah, I don't know of too many Satanist churches here in
Oh,
Tennessee.
they're around.
Really?
Oh, I know a few witches.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
A few witches, a few warlocks. There's a couple. You would think they're normal people.
Okay.
But boy, do they do spells and all these other ritual stuff.
All right. And I think this is a great time to put a pin in this and just talk about, so many times the Bible, people attack the Bible and this and that. The bedrock of Christianity isn't a book.
That's right.
It isn't the Bible. It's an event that happened in history that we just celebrated last Sunday.
Right.
It's the event that Jesus rose from the dead.
Oh,
and we don't get
that's
that
right.
information from the Bible. We get that from eyewitnesses, people like Matthew and Peter and Mark and John and just
500 others.
absolutely 500 others.
Right.
Exactly right. In 1
Right.
Corinthians 15. Exactly right. So it's not just a book. It's not based on a book for us. It's based upon an event that happened in history.
I've been reading too much reading. So it's writings from Caiaphas.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how afterwards, the remorse this guy had. Have you heard about this?
No, I have not.
Oh my! I got to send you these things.
Please, dude.
Oh, and also Pilate's writings. Okay, because he had to go to Rome and
Sure.
and be like, "Yo, I messed up."
Yep.
It's-
He ended his career in disgrace.
Right.
Yeah.
And his wife told him, "Don't do it."
Yeah, that's
I
right.
had this dream. Don't do it. Crazy.
Yeah, absolutely, friend.
Great use of the cough button.
Hey, watch this.
No. A pro.
People that claim to be witches and warlocks come here and put satanic Bibles in our church. And so I don't know if it was some type of retaliation. I just think it was unfortunate, especially on Resurrection Sunday.
In Wilson County,
Resurrection
Nikki
Sunday.
McGee, News 2.
Well, Locke also
I can't stand Nikki McGee's voice. I love Nikki McGee so much.
Okay.
Nikki McGee, News 2. Yeah, it's-
If you're listening, Nikki, Joe Padula likes you.
she knows I like her.
All right. It's just your voice. You're going to have to.
I let
do a
her
ventriloquist
when she
or
was here in
something.
Clarksville. I let her know.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
Now I'm blocked on Instagram.
Especially on Resurrection Sunday.
In Wilson County, Nikki McGee, News 2.
Nikki McGee.
Well, Locke
News
also does
2.
tell News 2 that FBI
Like your voice should be a roller coaster ride. Okay. Nikki McGee, News 2.
Yes.
Oh, bad pause for this guy.
Oh, yeah. You need to close your mouth, sir.
responded Sunday morning as part of the investigation. However, the FBI cannot confirm or deny their involvement. If you have any information on this case, you're asked to contact the Wilson County Sheriff's Office, 615-444-1459.
No, here, let me give a little advice to broadcasters. Don't give out numbers anymore. No, nobody's sitting there with a pen and paper with right. What you do is you give a website and you don't give out www. You don't need that.
You don't need to.
Right. And www.
Unless you're Joe Biden. So,
www. No, just give the website, joepadulashow.com.
onechurch.tv.
There you go. Right.
Bada boom.
And if you say www, there's more syllables in that than there are in saying World Wide Web.
Yeah.
So just say World Wide Web dot.
Done.
Right. www.
W.
Took math that one. Oh, Nick Barris. Must be a windy day out there.
It was just
News 5.
after 6 a.m. Easter morning when Tim Ingram over there on his lawnmower woke up inside that home, heard something loud outside.
Right,
I was looking
Justin?
from my upstairs window
You know
at a
what?
fire truck which was parked.
Justin Nichols. Interesting. See what Justin wrote in there? If FBI cannot confirm or deny their involvement, they are involved.
All right.
Is this a Fed act? I mean, the purchase of the Bibles, that trailers, that's not cheap.
No, you're right.
Did taxpayers buy this? Did taxpayers
What?
do this? It's too early. It's too early. I want to. I really do. But the decaf, you know.
You got to get some
across this
caffeine.
way.
I know.
And fire trucks are pretty tall. And over the top of the fire truck, I could see flames, and the flames, I mean, they had to have been this high.
This was at the corner of Old Lebanon Dirt Road and Chandler Road in Wilson County. Firefighters quickly extinguished the flames, and detectives a short while later discovered a trailer full of Bibles had been set on fire.
It's ridiculous. Anybody that would do that, for whatever reason.
The trailer and Bibles are now at the sheriff's impound lot being scrutinized for clues.
And here's the thing. What a shame. Because it's not about parting with you down here. It's about parting with you up there. It really is. And man, that's some lost soul stuff right there.
Sure.
That's some lost soul.
I will say this. My gut makes me think that a bunch of people didn't buy these Bibles. Is they probably got them from a church. Here's one of the things that's always very interesting to me. So many times people forget their Bibles, leave their Bibles at church. In fact, you can see there's a Holy Bible on the front of it. All they would have to do is open them up and look at what some of the names are in the Bible.
Right.
And, okay, this came from this church or this church. You know what I'm saying? So I think this would be pretty easy to deduce where
Are they
these
not
Bibles
all
came
the
from.
same?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like if you go back a little bit, on the bottom left-hand side of the trailer, it
Yeah,
actually
for
says
whatever
Holy
reason.
Bible.
The trailer and Bibles are now at the sheriff's impound lot being
It'll come up
scrutinized
again.
for clues. Detectives have obtained some security video showing a white pickup truck pulling up to the intersection that morning.
Stopped the vehicle right there, got out, detached the trailer, threw gasoline on it, lit it, and left.
The trailer
Ooh.
A lot of Bibles are left back in churches and things
Yeah.
like that nature. I think that's exactly what happened.
You're going to have
So,
some splaining to do,
Yeah.
white pickup owner.
trailer was set on fire just across from Global Vision Bible Church. 2 years ago, the pastor there led a controversial book burning event to destroy materials like Harry Potter and Twilight books. Was this Bible burning an act of retaliation by someone, and could it be considered a hate crime? Sergeant Scott Moore says they will be considering all possibilities.
There's a lot of ways people can take it, look at it, as an investigation side of it. We have to look at everything.
Law enforcement is now reviewing some of the security video they were able to collect, trying to find any clue as to who might have been responsible for doing this. In Wilson County, Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
It's a windy day there for Nick
Very
Barris.
windy.
Yeah.
Juliet, police are working to find who's responsible for intentionally, they say, setting a
WSMV
trailer
News
full
4.
of Bibles on fire near a church this morning. Mount Juliet Police and Fire responded to Old Lebanon Dirt Road and Chandler Road around 6 this morning. Firefighters put that fire out quickly. Wilson County deputies say the trailer was dropped in the middle of an intersection near Global Vision Bible Church,
Yeah, we know all
causing them
this,
to
yeah.
shut down that road for a period
Got to
of
give
time
us
this
something
morning.
new here.
You know what sucks?
What's that?
You go to church, okay?
Uh-huh.
It's Easter Sunday. And what happens? The news shows up, and there's footage of you coming out of the Porta Johns. Did you see
Oh,
this?
no.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, no.
They have a church has porta johns?
Yeah, see the Porta Johns out here?
Oh my gosh.
So here we go. You're just trying to serve, he is risen. Okay?
Yeah.
And what happens? You're coming out of the Porta Johns, or at least that's a perception.
Wow.
Near Global Vision
at all.
Bible
Yeah, see this?
Church,
All these crappers.
causing them to shut down that road
Yeah.
for a
I
period
think they
of
got
time
toilet
this
paper on
morning.
the back of
We
that.
talked to a man who lives
they're
nearby
friggin'
and
using the hand
saw it,
sanitizer.
thinking it was a car on fire.
I don't understand that at all.
Did he change shirts?
It makes no sense
Yeah.
to me why anybody.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He's like, you know what? I didn't like the one look on
Well-
News Channel 5.
Yeah, for WFSMV, you got to kind of bring it up. I mean, you do.
That's right. I mean, they got this lady here. I like her.
Of course you do.
Yeah. See, she's a great pauser.
Yeah,
Great
is she?
pauser.
What's her name?
This is Mrs. Padula.
Oh, and has she been blocked? Have you been blocked on her Instagram?
Not yet.
But give it
Not
time.
yet.
Thank God they are.
In that sermon, the pastor said law enforcement told him they're investigating this as a hate crime toward the church.
All right, there you go. Stay tuned. There you go. Trailer Bibles gets burned in front of a Mount Juliet church here in Tennessee. Y'all.
It doesn't quite. It's not convincing when you say it. Y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all. Use guys.
You know, Justin Nichols brings up, I think it was the Westboro Baptist Church. They're a little out there, huh?
They are crazy.
Well,
is what they are.
Is it faith-based? Is it
I don't know. I
lunatic
mean,
fringe?
I'm a pastor. I'm a Christian. I don't want to be affiliated with those wackadoos.
To be honest with you, I mean, have you done much studying about the formation of the Mormon Church?
I mean, some with Joseph Smith. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
That's not divine.
No.
What's the opposite of divine? Unvine?
Unvine, the vine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friggin'.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boom. Keep the comments coming. Thank you. CJ says, I know that guy.
Hey, what's up, CJ?
What's up, CJ? How you doing? When's CJ coming in here?
Man, you just got to invite him, bruh.
Yeah, I did.
Did you really?
I think so.
Man, listen, when he comes, you're going to have to get him a step stool.
Don't worry, you can borrow mine.
Love you, CJ.
OneChurch.tv. What are you guys talking about this Sunday?
Man, we got a guy coming this Sunday. You may know him. His
Really?
name is Joe Padula.
Really?
Yeah, and we're actually going to be talking about this Sunday Israel, Hamas, and Jesus. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Quran and the Muslim, and just what do we do with everything that's happening over in the Middle East right now. So,
Do you think that the congregation knows much about what's inside that book? Known as the Quran?
I don't. Honestly, one of the biggest reasons why I've invited you on the show is because I don't know a lot what's in that book.
Yeah.
I know some, and I've been studying for the sermon, but honestly, I know you've been reading, right?
Yeah. So
Quran.
it's been about a year now since I've walked away from my being a half-assed Christian.
Look at you. All
Yeah,
right.
Great. So, and with that has been a lot of research into many other things.
Sure.
And it's all just been confirming my original faith.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
You're talking about looking at other things,
So many other
and
things.
confirming your original faith. It reminds
Absolutely.
me of the old story about when the FBI are training people to spot counterfeit currency. A lot of times you would think, hey, listen, you need to spend a bunch of time studying different counterfeit currency. That's not what they do. They tell you, no, you need to study the original banknote, right? You need to study the original.
That's right.
So well so that when a counterfeit comes across your eyes, you will know in immediate, no, that is not the real thing. And I think that's exactly what you're doing with, all right, listen, I'm going to dig down deep in my spiritual roots and faith and Christianity so that I can be able to spot any counterfeit from a mile away. That's good, dude.
Speaking of counterfeit, you want a little tease for Sunday?
Yeah.
I don't even know how the congregation's going to go for this one.
All right.
So Mary's in the Quran. Miriam.
Okay.
All right. She's the only woman mentioned in the Quran, by the way.
I did not know that.
Okay, yeah. The hadiths and everything that came afterwards as women mentioned or whatever, okay, like Aisha, 9-year-old Aisha, who Muhammad mounts while she plays with her dolls. But, how the description of how Mary gets pregnant is pretty disturbing.
Really?
How Allah comes down, opens the legs. I won't even continue. I'll save it for Sunday.
You're going to get me fired.
Dude.
Is what you're going to get me.
I'm telling you, this book
Oh, my God.
is not of God.
No, absolutely.
I'm sorry.
I totally agree.
Sorry, and if you disagree with me, I'll be glad to talk to you.
Yeah,
about
have a
this.
conversation.
Right. But yeah, this Sunday, onechurch.tv.
Yep,
All right.
10 o'clock.
Check it out online or in person. Hey, Thursdays is Wicked Good Trivia.
Man, I love it.
It's a
Their
good time out
sandwiches,
there.
dude.
Oh, dude.
It's bussin'.
Dude. I mean, not only the sandwiches are good, but their trivia is pretty good, too.
I hear it's mediocre.
It's dinner and the show. Come on out. 7 o'clock, Wicked Good. 605 Cumberland Drive. I don't know why I have the Screaming Eagle songs, but that's okay. Where the soldiers of the 101st will fight till the battle's won. Okay.
Your singing voice, wow.
Yeah, it's more like drill sergeant yelling at me to say it. Speaking of the Bible, so there's a Tennessee law proclaiming a Bible as one of the state books, would this be unconstitutional?
And why would it be unconstitutional?
Well,
No
that's what
separation of church and state? Is that what you're thinking?
well, the separation of church and state is not a real thing.
Correct.
Right. Do you know about that?
I do.
Fill us in.
So the whole idea of the separation of church and state was Thomas Jefferson. He was writing a letter about the separation of church and state, and usually what people refer to as the separation of church and state and how that should be in our documents, it's not in there. In the fact that it's something that Thomas Jefferson kind of set on the side.
Yeah.
So absolutely. So. Yeah.
Because I have mixed thoughts about the.
Okay, well, tell us about it.
One is, I like a government that allows freedom of religion.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
But at the same time, I would like that government to do its job in protecting all religions
Agreed.
equally.
Agreed.
I don't believe current government is protecting all religions
I would
equally.
agree.
So if I can get one up on them, so be it.
Okay.
But if you're going down that slippery slope and you reverse it, hey, what if this was the Quran being asked about?
I was
being
getting
put
ready to
in?
say, let's
Right.
say we're in Michigan.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Where
and they say, well, the state book of Michigan
Exactly.
is the Quran.
Right.
So I don't think I would do this. Again, let's say you get it passed. What really have you accomplished?
Right.
You haven't accomplished anything except ticking a bunch of people who don't accept the Bible or Christianity as true. You have really put speed bumps from them with anything. It's a blocking them. So what's the point here? So
let's take a look. Here's I think this is a.
There are a lot of differences between
News 5?
now and the last time a bill to make the Bible an official state book landed on the governor's desk in 2016. For one, the bill itself is different. In 2016, lawmakers approved a bill to make simply the Holy Bible the official state book. The bill lawmakers approved this year includes 10 official state books, including, among others, Dolly Parton's children's book.
Definitely not. Get that out of here. All right, Dolly Parton. All right, enough. Enough was with Dolly Parton, okay? Enough.
okay.
All right.
Where is the hatred, the vitriol
She's so
of Dolly
great.
Parton? Okay.
She's all right.
All right. You listening, Dolly?
Well, here's the thing. She did this movie with Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
Okay, and it was horrible.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was called Rhinestone. Okay.
It must be old.
She was working at this honky-tonk in New York City. All right. And she's got this sleazy manager. She's the singer of this rowdy honky-tonk. All right. And she wants out of this contract. And the manager says, okay, I'll let you out if you sleep with me. Okay. And she's like, no, y'all, I'm Dolly Parton. Right. Or whatever. So.
That's the worst impression of Dolly Parton ever.
Sorry. No, y'all, I'm Dolly Parton. So here comes this taxi driver, played by Sylvester Stallone. Okay, who's dropping off Japanese tourists. All right, which it was in the 80s, this movie, so they're all in cameras, right? Oh, and they're taking pictures of everything, and he's driving like a madman, and like, oh, this is so nice, right? Listen, it's just my relay of the movie. So he stumbles into the rowdy bar, and in the middle of this, she goes, I'm not going to sleep with you, to the manager, but I'll pick any one of these people, and I'll make them a great singer, and they'll replace me, and you get to pick. And then that's when the sleazy manager sees this. Hey, yo, I'm a cab driver. Where's the Japanese guy?
Now that is a good impression.
Absolutely. So then he goes, I pick that guy. So she has to train him and make him a big famous singer in this rowdy bar. And if he gets booed off stage, then Dolly has to sleep with the guy. Hey, 80s, man. 80s movies were great.
This movie could never be made in 2024.
How about the great movie Overboard? This girl has amnesia, and he sleeps with her after claiming he's his wife.
I mean, that's...
Okay.
That reminds me of that Christmas song. Well, what's that Christmas song that's been canceled a million times?
Oh, yeah. It's cold outside.
Yeah, baby, it's cold outside.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of what that is. I mean, that's cringeworthy.
It's cringeworthy. Yeah, oh, she has amnesia? Yeah, that's my wife. Let me take her home so she can raise my children. That's overboard in a nutshell.
It's definitely overboard.
And we were laughing all along the way.
I am.
Coat of many colors, and a specific publication of the Bible from Robert Aitken, the first complete English Bible printed in the United States.
Okay. I get that.
Okay.
It's the first printed Bible in the United States.
Yep. And I could understand that as well.
I get that.
Yeah, I could get that.
Okay.
But again, what do you actually gain by fighting this fight?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Good question.
It's a very creative attempt.
News Channel
What's
5
up, Moms?
legal analyst Nick Leonardo says
Dolly.
even so...
So my mom's checking in. She goes, love Dolly. She does a lot of good with the sales of her books. The movie, I think, was Rhinestone Cowboy. No, it was just called Rhinestone. Right, Mom. Believe in me, the movie was just called Rhinestone. Oh, and so they go down to Tennessee to train.
I'm fact-checking you right now, by the way. I'm kind of on your mom's side.
And it's called Rhinestone. I'm telling you.
we're going to find out.
I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan. You know what I mean? So they go down to Tennessee.
You're right,
They end
1984.
They end up sleeping together in Tennessee. Right.
Dolly and
Yes.
Sylvester?
Right. So they go back and they do this horrible song, and he's in this like country jumpsuit. It is the worst.
I would pay money not to see that.
As a kid, I enjoyed it, and then I watched it as a second time as an adult. I was like, what's going on here? Dolly almost ruined this man's career. So that's why I am anti-Dolly Parton.
Really?
Right. They did
I
this
don't
one
think
song.
Dolly possibly ruined this man's career. I think Sly
Stallone singing a country song. Have you heard this song?
That's a mistake.
Stay out of my bedroom. It's the worst.
Wow.
It almost canceled all the Rockies.
Is that really? Do you know that song?
Yeah.
That you know that. I'm
Upset?
concerned for you.
Law establishing any Bible as a state book likely runs afoul of the U.S. Constitution's First Amendment, which separates church and state.
There's a whole long line of cases out there that basically say, under the Establishment Clause, you can't even respect religion over non-religion.
But that leads to another difference, the makeup of the...
Well, where was that First Amendment when they were shutting down churches during COVID?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Basically, the First Amendment is talking about not making one religion That's come on now.
Freedom to gather and
exactly
worship.
right. Absolutely.
Man, when they shut down churches. And that's where churches like that global church we were just talking about were like, no.
Yeah.
No, you're not shutting us down.
Yeah. And
Supreme
knowing
Court.
now what we know about COVID,
Oh, boy.
come on now. So,
And
we
here's
just
the
didn't
thing. And there's people. Don't be like, I told you so to these people. Don't do that. That's not the way to approach it. Be like, hey, I get it. I've been lied to also. It's
Sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Weapons of mass destruction. I hear you, my friend. You know, WMDs.
I remember the
Oh,
WMDs.
yeah. You know who doesn't remember them? The WMDs.
Well, don't even get me started on that. I mean, there were WMDs.
Right.
I mean, because Saddam
Yeah.
actually gassed
Yeah,
the
mustard
Kurd.
gas.
Exactly
That's
right.
right, yeah.
So they were
Right.
They
No,
had
they
used them.
They were showing us nuclear silos. I mean, yeah.
Anyway, I know we
No, I
digress.
hear you. They had me hook, line, and sinker.
I'm with you, friend.
Get them! That's war! And then I become a soldier. I go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, I've seen war. Let's take
Sure.
it easy.
What's it good for?
Man, sometimes something.
All right.
Sometimes something.
All right.
Not absolutely nothing.
Absolutely not. All right.
With a 6-3 majority appointed by conservative presidents, Leonardo says this bill could be an attempt to see if this Supreme Court may allow this
Oh, would
law.
you
I
stop?
believe that there is a consensus or thought amongst the conservatives that this conservative court might be one to view things a little bit differently.
And then there's the third difference, the governor. In 2016, then Governor Bill Haslam broke with his Republican supermajority in the legislature, issuing a rare veto of the bill making the Holy Bible the official state book. Haslam wrote about his decision in his 2021 book, Faithful Presence, The Promise and the Peril of Faith in the Public Square.
Do you remember that?
I do not.
Me neither. Me
Have you
neither.
read that book?
No, I have not. I have not.
It'd be interesting to hear his side of the story.
Right, absolutely.
Haslam, a Christian himself, expressed concerns over the constitutionality of the bill and also wrote, "The beauty of the idea of America is that we can all bring our most deeply held beliefs to the public square without the government declaring one faith or no faith the winner, and without any faith or person of faith being excluded from the debate."
That's good.
But will
Yeah, I get
Governor
it.
Bill Lee
Yeah, I get it.
similarly veto the bill? That's a decision for him to make as the bill is set to arrive on his desk. Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think the end of the day, you have to ask the question, what is the end goal here? What's the win? Again, if it's just to be able to push through some legislation that makes Christians feel good, I don't think that's enough of a win. We should be the Bible that everybody should read. I mean, instead of, saying it has to be, the state book or whatever, how about we as Christ followers actually love and live out our faith in such a way that it makes it attractive to everyone? That's what God calls us to do.
Yeah, and I can love you and not respect your decisions.
Sure.
I can have love for you.
Yeah.
As a human being.
You do that all the time to me.
Yeah, absolutely, and not want to give into your delusions.
Sure.
Right. It's not hate if I disagree with you.
Sure.
Right. I think that's a big problem that people don't
but
understand.
let's be honest, in our day and age,
Yeah.
Our culture, we can't disagree with anyone without vitriol and spewing hatred. We got to get back to a time where we can have conversations, and maybe we don't agree on everything, but we can, at the end of the day, shake hands, and you know what? You're an American, I'm an American, and I respect you.
Yeah, but we've been infiltrated, okay? All right, just take a look at former KGB Yuri from the 80s. He gave a speech on media. They created where it is popular to be a victim, all right? And if there's so many out there, multiple generations now, where it is almost incentivized to be a victim. And if there's an opportunity to become a victim, oh, you hate me? You're a phobe. You're this phobe. You're that phobe.
Sure.
No. I don't hate you. I disagree with you.
Sure.
Phobe.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And just to be brutally honest, there's not changing some of their minds. It's just not. I'm sorry. They got them at an early age where that seed was planted. And that one tree's growing.
Sure.
That weed is growing.
And we may not be able to change their minds, but it doesn't mean we as a culture have to get on the bandwagon around that.
Right.
We can all say, yeah, okay, you can say all the words you want to of phobia, this and
Yeah.
that, but you know what? The facts doesn't line up with that.
And
it just doesn't line up.
And you know what? Change my mind.
Sure.
Absolutely. Let's figure this out. Change my mind. Mm-hmm. And if you can't, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm looking forward to being. I want to be correct.
Sure.
I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
So change my mind. But to get to that point, you can't be a victim. You have to have a conversation.
I like what James chapter 1 says. It says we're to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. And if we will be quick to listen, I think all of us, whether on either side of the issues, we can learn a lot more about the other side. And I think we can be able to learn how to communicate. So quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to get angry.
You know who was not quick to learn?
What's that?
James.
Okay.
Took him a while to come around, huh?
Yep. To
Right?
Jesus, you're exactly right.
His half brother.
Yeah, half brother.
Right.
What would you? I mean, that's the biggest. That God in Jesus existed. That what would it? Do you have brothers or sisters?
I got 3 sisters. My father goes, I got 4 freaking daughters.
Oh my Lord!
Right.
So, if one of your sisters, what would you have to do to prove to your sisters that you are the Son of God?
Never. That's never happening.
Right?
I'm the son of a. Right. No offense, Ma. No offense.
He didn't say it,
No.
Ms. Padula. But that's the point, that James, the brother of Jesus, actually said, no, my brother is my Lord. Man, that is proof. I just think that's cool.
And I can never say that about my sisters. You know why?
Why is that?
Because they're broads.
Oh, my gosh.
So, no, that a sexist would say.
Okay.
Sexist would say that. So there you go. Yeah, again, this one's a slippery slope if you want to go down this road, because like what Pastor Chris said, and what's happening in Michigan, which was planned, by the way. Obama, we'll take in all these refugees, sure. And guess what? Well, they took over Michigan and didn't assimilate the culture.
No.
In their old culture. That's the
Man,
problem.
let me
American
say
culture.
because I'm a huge Theodore Roosevelt fan, our
Yeah,
26th
Teddy.
president. So one of the things that Teddy always used to say, he says hyphenated Americans are going to destroy our country. Now let me explain what he means by that.
Okay.
That if it's Irish American, Jewish American, African American, whatever the hyphen, when you come here to America, you're Americans.
Right.
You're Americans. And I believe that we are. It doesn't mean you have to let go of your past, to let go of your culture. No, we're stronger together because of our diversity, right? But what's so cool about this is now I'm under a bigger umbrella than just my culture. I am an American.
Yeah.
And we can celebrate our differences, but the whole hyphen thing, we're just, we're Americans.
Same thing with the last names, with the
Okay.
hyphens.
Okay.
Enough. Someone
All right.
made a good point. Okay. So, okay. The Smith Jones wedding. Okay. Well, she wants to keep her last name, blah blah blah. He wants to keep his. Okay. It's the Jones hyphen Smith. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Mr. and Mrs. Jones hyphen Smith has a child. Okay. They have baby Jones hyphen Smith. Okay. Now, baby Jones hyphen Smith grows up a little bit, meets someone else who has a hyphen last name. So now you have they're all grown up, they get married. So now you have the Jones hyphen Smith and the Sarah hyphen whatever wedding. Okay?
Okay.
Now you have two hyphens. You have four names for a last name. Okay, because everyone's keeping their last names.
Okay.
All right?
You know what happens when you have two hyphens together?
What's that?
It's equal.
Yeah, great. Now they have a kid.
Okay.
What if that kid meets a hyphen kid and they get married? How many names are you going to do? How many hyphens are there going to be? And this guy or gal, whatever they want to call themselves, has to take a test and they got to put their friggin' name in.
Wow.
Right, the hyphens.
The
I hear you. I'm with you with the hyphens. Enough is enough.
Okay.
It's too many hyphens.
Your mind, how your mind works is amazing, Joe Padula.
Amazing is not the word to be used. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boom! What's up, Tim Early? Yeah, we were just talking about how it'd be. I don't think it's unconstitutional. I don't think if a state votes on it, making it a state book, because a state book, I mean, you have Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors book as a state book. That's going to be a state book.
Well, and then the state movie, Rhinestone.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving Tennessee if Rhinestone.
Hey, you've heard it first here on the Joe Padula Show.
Right. I'm not like those
Absolutely.
other celebs, okay? Oh, if Trump's elected, I'm moving to... Yo, if Rhinestone becomes a state movie of Tennessee, I'm out. I'm going right to Oak Grove, Kentucky.
Well, bye.
Bye, Felicia. Hey, so Water Dogs is doing this trip coming up in May. It's the USS Oriskany. So it's a decommissioned ship.
Okay.
And what they do when decommissioned ships are, because it's government, they're not smart. They don't, break it all down, chop shop, sell it for parts, and, fix the deficit. They send it out to the Gulf of Mexico, and they create these coral reefs.
Artificial reefs.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So Water Dogs is doing a trip over there where they're going to be scuba diving in and out of this thing.
Sweet.
Right. Oh,
Dude.
It's 3 days in the Gulf of Mexico to include lodging, charter, air, 2 days of boat of diving, $649.
Dang. That's
Now,
really cool.
I got to tell you, air is the air you put in the tanks, not airfare. Okay. All right. I have to. That's an asterisk that has to be put out there. But it is fantastic. Check it out. Waterdogs-scuba.com. And hey, if you want to do trips like this, and maybe May is too soon, they do this all year round. So, like, including the one where they go to the Atlanta Aquarium and they go in the tank and they go fishing with all the fishes in there. Yeah, go check them out. Boom. All right, so your local headlines today. Hey, should texting and driving be illegal in Tennessee? I say yes. We've done the experiment where it's illegal for quite a few years now. Should texting and driving be legal in Tennessee again?
I don't think so.
Pastor Chris says no. All right.
Now I'm gonna throw this out here. I have a really good friend who used to be on staff with us at OneChurch.tv. She lost one of her parents because somebody was texting and driving.
Okay, that's a great argument.
So it hits home to her.
Distracted driving should be illegal. Yes.
Now
I agree.
Now I think it is kind of humorous if I could push back a little. That the police officers who are pulling over.
You know where I'm getting. You know where I'm going with this.
They have a screen. They have a 42-inch screen in there.
You know where I'm going. Very good.
And I'm like, listen, if it's illegal to be texting and driving, it should be illegal to have that screen and you be playing on your screen or doing whatever, searching up stuff. I know they're not solitaire.
I am pro-cop, but those who enforce the law need to abide by the law.
I totally agree, friend.
Here, let's take a look at this story.
This morning, all over the state, law enforcement agencies boarded city buses to catch distracted drivers. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry rode along with Metro Police and state troopers on a WeGo bus, where for the 7th year, law enforcement radioed in and pulled over these distracted drivers.
7 years
Driver
now.
after driver.
Oh, yeah, by the way, so here's how the cops do it, too. City of Clarksville. I'm going to share a little secret.
All right, give it to us, Joe. Give it to us.
So we have buses. We have a transit system here.
Okay.
It gets rarely used. But the cops use it a lot.
Really?
To look down to see if you're texting and driving.
So they rob the bus.
Breaker. Psh. Cadillac, SUV, key marks on the side. Says some curse word. I can't make it out.
Huh.
Texting and driving. Pull them over.
Really?
Yes,
I
sir.
had no idea.
So when you see the buses driving around and there's not many people in them, or they pass bus stops, okay, when there's people out there, it's cops on there.
I had no idea.
Right. Sorry, I had to spill the beans.
Was called out this morning for distracted driving, and dozens were pulled over, disguised in a WeGo bus. Officers radioed in any driving offenses and enforced.
Yeah, that's not entrapment.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is, but again,
I'm glad it's helping.
I don't want people hurt.
Yes, I agree. I hear you.
I don't want people hurt.
I hear you.
I'm always, listen, I will be the first one to say, I am not a good driver, Joe Padula. My wife tells me this all the time. I accept that, right? But when I'm driving down the road and I see somebody on their phone, I'm going to blow the horn.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh, get off the phone.
What about at a stoplight?
Now, listen,
I got to change music or something.
At a stoplight, I think it's totally fine. In fact,
right.
I had to take, this was a couple of years ago, so don't judge me online. And by the way, if you're listening, watching, don't judge me. Anyway, but I had to take one of those driver's courses because I, had a speeding ticket or whatever.
I've done it.
All right.
I've done it.
And I remember the cop who was leading, he said, if you're at a stoplight, it's okay to be on your phone.
Yeah, okay.
So
yeah.
So that's like, okay, so that's, but when you're driving, you can't be on your phone. You can't be distracted driving.
Okay. All right, I could take the when you're stopped.
Enforcement vehicles made the stop.
It's difficult to enforce. It is underreported and it is rampant.
The penalty.
I'm pretty good though at it.
At what?
It's in my lap. You know what I mean? I'm pretty good at it.
If it's on your lap,
yeah,
and then you have to look down in your lap.
I don't have to look down. See, I think you need to bring back the phones where the buttons were elevated. Okay? I was the master.
Okay.
At feeling the buttons and just spelling out words. I was
like a flip phone type of thing?
Yes.
So you're texting where you have to hit 1,
1,
2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh.
I was counting. I was T9ing. I was the whole bit.
T9ing.
Okay? And man, I had my hand on the steering wheel, eyes focused, left, right, head on a swivel, texting away.
Wow.
I was even smoking Parliament Lights at the time, cigarettes.
Really?
Yeah, I held it on my knees.
Old school cool.
Man.
Who knew Joe was that?
Boom. Stupid smoking, though. Sorry.
Penalty for distracted driving is a $50 fine. But under Tennessee law, a teenage driver caught not paying attention to the road more than once will receive 7 points on their driving record.
Yeah, get 'em outta
enough
here.
to have
7
their
points.
license suspended for 6 to 12 months. But officials say this goes beyond ticketing. It is all about education.
Distraction is more than just texting and cell phone use. Anything that pulls you.
Yeah, Tim Early brings up a good point, though. Texts don't make you more distracted. Poor drivers are poor drivers. Show me accidents went down since it became banned.
That's good, Tim. And I'll be the first one to say I am a poor driver. That is me.
Or
Speaking of me.
focus off of the task of driving is a distraction. So that could be eating, drinking, talking to another passenger.
Yeah, the eating, too, is...
Sure.
I've heard stories where people are eating friggin' Taco Bell causing accidents.
Really?
Yeah, in their pants.
They're helping younger passengers in the back seat.
In Tennessee, every 27 minutes and 20 seconds, a crash involving a distracted driver occurs, according to Tennessee Highway Patrol. And in Davidson County, 34 people died because of distracted driving since 2022.
To these
No,
numbers.
not Paul Malls. Parliaments. Paul Mall were the no filter cigarettes. Mine were Parliament Lights, were recessed filters. Right, Mr. Key Decaf. I know.
Represent a family that has been impacted forever. The fight to end distracted driving starts with you. Starting today, make a commitment to drive hands-free.
In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
Quisenberry. I like her last name.
I'm quizzical.
All right, so should texting and driving bill legal in Tennessee? No, of course not. But all right. If you could do it at stop signs. You know what sucks though?
What's that?
Okay, I'm driving. I'm listening to YouTube, right? I'm listening to a podcast or something. It ends. I guess I just got to pull over and find the next one.
Yeah, and do that. I mean,
Nobody does that.
What?
Everyone says that. Nobody does it.
Whatever.
I know.
What I do is I'll listen to Spotify, and
Yeah.
I got it stacked, bruh.
All right,
You know what I'm
preparation
saying?
before you head out.
You got it right. It's
Okay.
anticipatory thinking.
All right, fine. I'll stop texting and driving. Fine. Guilt me into it. OneChurch.tv. Hosanna. Blessed be the rock. What does for Clarksville mean?
Man, great question. So here's the thing. Most people, when they think of churches, when they think of Christianity, they think of people who are against something.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that just isn't right, because the most popular Bible verse in the Bible is John 3:16.
That's right.
And it starts with the word for. For God so loved the world that he gave. So we want to change that, and we want people to know us as what we're for, not what we're against. And we are for Clarksville. We are for Fort Campbell. We're for Oak Grove. We're for Hopkinsville, Dover.
Palmyra.
I'm just joking with you guys. I got a lot of family out that way. But we want people to know what we're for, not what we're against. And we're for people. We're for Sango, St. Bethlehem. We're for Beach Haven. Man, we want people to know that we love them and that God loves them.
Right. And your church for unchurchly.
Church for unchurched people. Yeah.
Yeah.
If church is not your thing, if you're not a Bible person, you're not a Christian person, we're that church for you, because we're a church where you can ask questions. While
It is
I'm
pretty
teaching,
laid back. Yeah.
It's
I
very
do
laid
like
back.
that.
I mean,
Where
I'm
you can text
wearing
in the
shorts.
questions.
You can text in
Yeah.
questions while I'm teaching, and I'm going to answer it from stage. So
Yeah,
if
I
you want
do
to play
like that.
Stump the Chump,
Yeah.
come on, bruh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that that
right.
feature. Yeah. Hey, Wednesdays, Skyline 500. Hey, this has turned into something.
Oh, talk to me.
It's turned into something really special. The
I've
Skyline
been there,
500.
dude.
Yep.
Why you done it, man?
Yeah.
Fantastic, Joe.
Yeah, you were like one of the first ones too.
The first one, I believe
Yes.
so. Yeah,
And
and you
man.
did fantastic.
Well, you should see it now. It's,
Really?
Oh, it's too much. It's You know what? Don't go to this. It's too packed. Okay, you know what? Don't even bother. Don't waste your time with Skyline 500 Rooftop Trivia. Obviously, nobody's enjoying it. Okay? So, you know what? Screw it. Skyline 500 Rooftop Trivia sucks. Don't go. Not needed. You're not needed there.
I feel like this is some reverse psychology here, Joe Padula.
We're running out of seats.
That's a good thing,
I
dude.
know. People are playing outside on the rooftop part.
Dude, that's the part I love the most, man.
Yeah.
When those windows are
Yep.
open, oh, man, it's so good.
What a view.
Absolutely.
All right. We got time for a couple more here. So we'll finish off with this one and then maybe a quick trivia.
Okay.
But the I-40 road rage shooter, what did he have to say? The suspect is speaking out following this road rage shooting over there in Hickman County. Is it Hickman or Hickman?
I think it's Hickman, sir.
Hickman.
The Hickman is behind the microphone.
It sounds like a villain. Well, there was a South Park episode where it was instead of Hackman, it was Hackman. All right. Look at this guy.
Oh, that's
pause.
a bad pause,
Look
dude.
at this guy. I shouldn't upload videos like this.
An Easter Day road rage incident lands a Nashville man behind bars in Hickman County. Andy Cordan joins us with a story you are only seeing here on News 2.
All right, so Andy Cordan.
Talk to me, Andy.
He does these news presentations as if it's like a PowerPoint slide.
Oh, okay.
With graphics and moving things and
Death
sound
by
effects.
PowerPoint. Give it to us, Andy.
Oh, this guy's great. He's one of my favorites now.
Andy?
Hey there, Mark. You know, I went to the Hickman County Jail today and I spoke to the suspect who tells me that he did open fire, but he says he did it out of self-defense.
Oh.
How you doing, sir? Wearing a bright
rolling up the
orange
sleeves.
jumpsuit, Omar Guevara tells me about the road
See the
rage
graphics?
incident that lands him here in the Hickman County Jail Easter night.
Ghetto graphics.
The other driver was provoking me. He was pushing me out of my lane, so I shot at the grass.
The 22-year-old Nashville man tells me he's a painter, and he
I'm not sure if I'm buying this.
You think?
Omar, listen, I wish nothing but the best for you. Okay? Obviously, you're 5'1", okay? That's fine. But, yeah, I don't know.
He got that Napoleon complex, bro.
He
he's so small. It's like, listen, you're going to inch over on me. I'm gonna grab the Beretta.
I'm going to fire at the grass.
Wow, fire at the grass, really.
Oh, boy.
What did that grass do to you,
Easter
sir?
Sunday, he's driving back to Nashville from Arkansas. It's somewhere in Hickman County on
explains it all.
I-40 that he
Arkansas.
claims another vehicle cuts
see
him
the
off.
car?
He admits to me that he did fire a shot from his 9mm handgun. Thankfully, nobody is injured.
He too is also wrong. You understand what I mean? Because in no moment...
Oh, man, no remorse. They're not going to let you out. Well, you know what, David's account. Well, if this isn't Hickman, maybe so. But man, no remorse.
Did I provoke him? He started the whole thing. He wanted to switch lanes, but he couldn't. So he got mad and then flipped me off.
After calls to 911, an
the
area-wide bolo is put out
Bolo,
for Guevara's
bolo.
Chrysler 300. It's not long before Dixon police find that car and make a felony stop.
They had their guns pointed at me. Yes, they did. But I didn't resist or anything. I got out of the car. They were just doing their job, you know?
Now the 22-year-old is facing some serious felonies, including...
Yeah. Listen, you just can't pull it out. See, I love my 2A.
Okay.
Please don't ruin it for others.
Right?
Don't ruin it for others.
They're just doing their job.
Hickman.
2 counts of aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, in violation of the open container law. I'll send it back to you, Mark.
An Easter...
Wait, did
So
they
he had
say...
an open container?
Justin, did he say he was illegal also? I missed that part. If he
No,
said
I don't
that.
think they said that.
Yeah. They wouldn't say that. This news media sucks.
I'm telling you, Andy's graphics.
Oh, the best.
Dude, they're
right?
on fire. They are on fire.
Look at the cars. I love it when the cars come.
Yeah, dude.
And an area-wide
Bolo.
bolo is put out for Guevara's
And
Chrysler
look at the
300.
phone.
It's a see-through phone.
It's a see-through. I want that phone. Is that the Google Glass?
But why have this?
Bruh.
Why have this? I don't understand this.
Is Bolo,
It's
is that
not
like
long
kin to
before-
YOLO?
Bolo. Be on the lookout.
Marco.
Dixon
Polo.
police find that car and make a felony stop.
Usually he makes the cars drive off, which is great.
Really?
Yeah. Usually the car.
Andy, come on, bruh.
I know he's slipping on this one,
dude.
Like before he goes to the next transition, this car would come up here and then drive away. Yeah.
Not long before Dixon police find that car and make
Like
a
Jetson.
They had their guns pointed.
Oh boy.
And I didn't resist. They were doing their job.
They were just doing their job. I didn't mind. Come on, guy. Come on, Omar. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know what? Don't go to this one either. Don't go.
Really?
No.
Why is that, Joe?
You're not needed.
Well, I've heard a lot of people say that in my life.
There's too many people having a good time.
Oh, really?
Right. So,
All right.
There's just too many people enjoying themselves. So, I mean, unless you want to enjoy yourself, come on out. But if not, then don't worry.
So what do you do at these trivia nights? If somebody's never done it before, what happens?
All right, so it's a game show.
Uh-huh.
And you're the contestant.
Okay.
And it's all visual and audio.
Really?
It's like playing one of those games on your phones, but now you're in person.
So I'm an Angry Bird.
Yes. Yeah, you could be an Angry Bird. You could be playing Family Feud.
Okay.
You could be playing Jeopardy.
All right.
But now you're there in person.
All right.
Right.
Sweet, dude.
Speaking of Jeopardy, here, let's, we'll get to this story another day about this mom suing a Walgreens employee. And then we'll get into this other story. All them people having fun, don't be the one to show up and ruin it. Yeah, Justin, right.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it. Hey, by the way, O'Connor's is back open.
What?
Yeah.
I love O'Connor's.
On Trenton Road?
Yes.
Tylertown and Trenton?
Dude, I used to hang out there. They had some good food.
Yep.
I mean, they stopped. I mean, because like Buc-ee's was going to go there, right?
Yep.
And
then,
now Buc-ee's isn't going to go there.
Yeah, the state screwed that one up.
Yeah.
But,
Thank you, Tennessee.
But O'Connor's fun.com, check it out.
Sweet.
They're back up and running.
Because they have like outdoor games and stuff. Dude.
Gary the guardrail.
Yeah.
Yep. Remember the story about the couple that got arrested for having intercourse in the Porta-John?
Oh, my gosh.
Do you remember that one?
Who has sex in a Porta-John?
Don't worry, I made bail. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Ma,
Did you hear
it's
that,
not
Mom?
true. It's not true. So, yeah. We talked about this kid yesterday who died suddenly, okay, during a pickup basketball game. And we're not going to get into it again. We'll touch on it tomorrow. But yeah, he was at a Rossview, this athlete. There's way too many of this happening across this country and the world, too. Where athletes are just collapsing.
Absolutely, yeah. And
So,
I know Rossview recently had like a vigil there, and man,
That's
we're
right.
praying for the family.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, it's just so sad. And honestly, when stuff like this happens, it's easy to blame God and ask the why God question and things of that nature. And that's something, if you guys ever want to have a conversation, hard conversations about that, man, I'll just give you, I'm going to give you my email address if that's okay.
Yeah,
Chris at
of course.
OneChurch.tv. If you ever want to have a conversation about stuff like that, I would love to have that as well.
the link is in the video description, by the
Yeah.
way. Get in contact. And yeah, I mean, as soon as sin was introduced,
Yep.
death began.
Yeah.
And it's been a crazy world since. Right. Especially with those Nephilim. Oh, boy.
Nephilim in Genesis chapter 6.
Nephilim.
Yeah.
Yo, Book of Enoch. There's some filler in there.
There's some bad filler.
There's some good filler. I'm telling you. These other books, I don't mind reading these other books. I get why they're not in the canon.
Canon, yep.
The canon.
Yep.
But I like the writings of Nicodemus.
Okay.
Have you ever read these?
Have not.
Fantastic.
But I'm going to admonish you here,
Yes,
my friend.
admonish away.
Just make sure.
I get it. I get it.
All right.
Authenticated.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
You know, been a year tested. Okay.
Yep.
You know, during the time of
Yeah,
Nicodemus.
I'm just
right.
saying.
I get it. I
All
get
right.
it. Yes. Yes, sir. I get it. Book of Giants, bro. Yeah, the Book of Giants. Just check it out. All right. Office Now.
I love The Office.
Yes, I love The Office Now also. Yes. ClarksvilleOfficeNow.com. You need a place to work? You need an address. You need to be surrounded by like-minded entrepreneurs? Then you want ClarksvilleOfficeNow.com. Absolutely. Yeah, The Office was a great show, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I never watched it until COVID hit.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, we were trapped in
Yeah.
in the house with all three of my boys. And my youngest son, he loves The Office. He's watched it like 13, 14 times.
So instead of Tiger King, you guys watched The Office.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
even know what Tiger King is.
That was
but-
the big thing on Netflix.
Oh, okay, I didn't. Yeah.
Joe Exotic, no.
No, I hadn't heard of it.
Good for you.
So,
Hey, Clarksville Gas and Water wins the best tasting water contest.
what is water supposed to taste like? I'm just going to. I get my water from Sweet Tea and Coke Zero.
Uh-huh.
Just throwing that out there.
I'll tell you, we'll cover the story later.
No, I want to cover it.
Do you
want
to know? All right.
Come
You got
on.
time?
Absolutely,
Okay.
man. I am with you, baby.
All right. I just, we're past the hour mark already.
Man,
I didn't want to
if
hold you
you're
back.
good, I'm good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, man, I'm a preacher. I don't work anyway, right?
Well, that's not true. That's not true at all. Clarksville Gas and Water wins best tasting water contest. I don't know about this. According to ClarksvilleNow.com, Clarksville Gas and Water was recently named the winner of the Region 9 Best Tasting Water Contest sponsored by the Tennessee Association of Utility Districts, the TOD. TOD. The competition was held in Charlotte, Tennessee.
Okay.
March 21st. So the TOD.
I've never had Charlotte water.
Me neither. I guess I've had a
I hear
Region
it's
9
tawdry.
water. It's tawdy. The Region 9 consists of Cheatham, Dixon, Hickman, Houston, Humphreys, Montgomery, and Stewart County.
Oh, see, there it is. With Stewart County, it brought down everything.
No Robertson?
No, what?
Why not Robertson?
I have no idea.
So, in addition to to Clarksville Gas and Water, other utilities participating in the competition were the Authority of Dixon County.
Oh, and Pleasant View.
Oh, we beat Pleasant View?
What?
Yeah, take that, PV. So, participating as judges for the competition were all people from Clarksville Gas and Water.
It wasn't stacked at all.
Dixon County General Sessions Court Clerk Leslie Shelton, 23rd. I mean, how do they do this? Do they?
So is it like a blind taste test?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to swig this water. I'm going to swig this. Is that some high quality H2O?
Christian Brown, I dig your reporting. I wish you would have asked that question. I don't see the tasting. Okay, competes, right? Right. Yeah, I want to see if they were blindfolded.
So is Christian Brown the water boy here?
He's the.
That's some high quality H2O.
Gatorade. Gatorade.
Such a good movie, dude.
It is. For about a couple of months in high school, I had to deal with Padula Albangata. Thanks to that movie.
Oh yeah, with the alligator.
There's something wrong with that boy's Padula Albangata.
It's something wrong with you, Colonel Sanders.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Now that's a good impersonation.
And every time he would go tackle, right.
Great impersonation. Your Dolly impersonation wasn't
terrible. I can't do girl impersonations, which is good, I guess.
Praise God.
Right. Friggin', what was the other one? Mom, I touched the boobies and I really liked it. Right. Foosballs.
Foosballs, yeah, absolutely. Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
Adam
that's
Sandler. And Henry Winkler.
Yep.
Bada boom.
Bada bing.
Come on.
Yeah. Hey, tonight is the adult trivia. It's not like it's raunchy or anything. It's just they don't want kids around. I get it. So leave them in the car. Crack the window. It's fine. So Tuesdays at Old Abe's Brew House. Yep, 2088 Lowe's Drive. It's right next to the China King Buffet, so you don't have to worry about stray cats.
Dude, that China King buffet, bro.
That's not chicken, man.
It tastes like chicken.
That's not chicken. It does. It doesn't look like chicken either.
Okay.
Telling you, it's stray cats.
All right.
But everyone loves that.
Have you ever eaten there?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
You're into lunch?
Yeah, I know. I like the crab rangoon.
I've never had that. I've never had crabs.
I did the soft serve ice cream, like out of the tap.
Bruh.
Right?
Absolutely. I'm all over that.
Here's the thing. I don't get it.
It's all over me.
It's not Chinese.
Okay.
It's very American, the soft serve ice cream.
Well, did you know this? And I'm sure you do because you, my friend,
Fortune
are a trivia.
cookies?
Yes, not a Chinese
Francisco.
thing. Yeah, San Francisco treat. And there's all kinds of San Francisco treats on the sidewalk there in San Francisco now.
Yeah, Poopsville.
Yes.
All right, but we got trivia there tonight. so-
Awesome. Tonight, 7 o'clock.
So what we're going to do, Let's play around.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Is this adult trivia?
Yes.
If you have children in the car, do you
No,
need to kick
this
them out?
one's fine.
Okay,
This one's
okay,
fine.
okay.
Now, I started doing something new, and I'm going to experiment on you.
Oh, good.
Chris, I hope you don't mind.
It has begun.
You ready?
No.
All right, so
Round
we're going to do round 7.
Okay.
We're going to play
I suck at Jeopardy.
Jeopardy!
Because I never do ask the question, what is...
Okay. Neither do these drunk people, but that's okay. So now I've introduced Jeopardy to the game show.
Okay. Dude, this is cool. I like this.
So far, it's been okay.
All right, this is the shiznit.
Takes hours to put together.
I bet, dude.
But here we
By
go.
the way, Joe Padula, the hardest working man in show business right here. Right
Yes.
here.
And
Come on, dude.
And it's affecting me getting married, so thank you. All right, so today's topics. We got world capitals.
World capitals, okay.
Pop culture.
Oh.
Classical music.
Classical music.
Breakthrough inventions.
All right.
Mythical creatures.
All righty then.
And boobies.
There's no way I could pick that.
I might.
I know you probably won't.
Well, I can't. I know the answers because I had to put it all together.
Of course you
Or
do.
I know
Thank
all
you,
of
Dolly.
the questions.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But do you know the answers? So I have to pick one of these?
Okay, here we go. Look at this. I got a whole board and everything.
Look, this is awesome, dude. So let's do breakthrough inventions for 3.
Okay, the answer. This invention allows us to see the bones inside our body without surgery.
Ah, okay. What is the X-ray?
Boom!
Bam!
That's right. What
Come
is
on,
the
bruh.
X-ray? Nice. Well, I made this one easy.
Okay, good.
Thank you. I could do this for the church too.
Really?
Church Jeopardy.
And you're going to have boobies up there for the church?
No, dude.
Okay.
It'd probably be behemoth.
Okay. That would be my last day at one church.
No, it would all be
Thanks
biblical
for serving,
stuff.
Pastor.
It'd
You're
all be
dying.
biblical stuff. And look, now that slide goes away.
That's freaking cool, dude.
Right? Okay.
All right, we're doing another one?
Yeah, pick more.
All right, classical music for 2.
And anyone in the comments, if you want a category, put it in
We'll
the
call them
comments.
out. We'll put it out.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Classical music for 2.
Yes.
Okay, so right now you're up 3.
Come
now,
on
if
now.
you get it wrong, you lose the points.
What?
Yes.
But in this day and age, all of us are winners.
No, this is not everybody gets a trophy trivia.
Oh, I thought that's what that was.
The answer, created by Leo Arnaud. This is the title of the song used during the Olympic Games.
This is the title of the song.
I'll give you a hint.
I'm going to need one.
It's somebody's dream.
Somebody's dream.
Uh-huh. Not a trumpeter's dream.
But a bugler's dream? Are you serious?
Bugler's dream.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much, your beautiful audience. Thank you. Okay, that was luck. That was you, my
No,
friend.
you got it. Hey, because you're a trumpeter.
I am a trumpeter, and I have played Bugler's Dream, but yeah, I was not going to get that one.
Look at this.
All right, somebody else. Anybody on the...
I'm going to go here. I'm going to challenge
Do
you.
it.
Okay. Boobies.
Oh, my God.
Now, how about we do...
No, if you want boobies, I guess we'll do boobies.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you are. You didn't call me out on
I can, but we'll do pop culture for 3.
Oh, I'm going to suck at this.
Okay, so the video game Halo is now a TV series available on this streaming service.
All right. All right, I'm going to guess. I'm going to say Paramount.
Nice.
What?
Nice. Chanting to deities.
Yes.
Justin Nichols goes boobies for 4.
All right, Justin. Let's go for it, dude.
All right, it's not raunchy.
I'm sure
You'll
it
see.
isn't.
You'll see. All right, boobies for 4.
All right, Justin. Here we go.
These boobs belong to this famous sister.
Oh, come on now. This is Janet Jackson. What about it?
Ooh, I am for real. Yes, that was the cover of Rolling Stone, I believe.
I don't know. Janet Jackson, wasn't she the one with Justin
Uh-huh,
Timberlake?
Yeah. I'm gonna get you naked by the end of this song. Right.
And I'm sure that wasn't planned at all.
Right.
All right. Way to go, Justin.
How about the hand model for this? hey, Phil, I got a job for you today.
Really? What is it? What does it entail?
Well, You have to kind of hold Janet Jackson's boob. I'm a little busy. But it's $100,000.
Done.
Does it have to be two hands? It's per hand, yes.
So 200,000.
Mythical creatures for three.
All right, let's do it.
Here we go. Okay. You don't have to worry about this the shape shifter when the moon is half.
I'm going to say werewolf. Come on now. Is that from
Teen Wolf's Dead?
Dude, what a great movie. I recently watched
Love
that again.
Teen Wolf.
Yeah, dude. So the first one was Michael J. Fox, and the second one was, you remember?
Yeah, it was, what's his name, who was in Ozark. How can I forget his name? Such a good actor.
But you did.
I know. Such a good actor.
Jason Bateman, yes.
So good. Yeah, his sister Justine.
You have failed my trivia.
Yep, I did. You know why? Decaf.
And this show brought to you by Folgers.
Tim Early answered, "What are the Democrats for that last one?"
That was good. Way to go, Tim. That was good.
We'll do one more and then let's get out of here.
All right, somebody.
Chris, you pick it.
Oh, I'm picking it. So we've done one from everybody except for World Capitals. I'm gonna bomb at this one. I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna bomb.
Don't do for 5.
Let's do for 5. Come on now.
World Capitals for 5.
I need to be humbled.
All right. The question. No, the answer. Canberra is the capital of this country.
I know. Oh my gosh.
No.
I don't know this one.
Of course you don't. But I'll tell you what. You know the nation.
Do I?
Absolutely, mate.
Mate, this is Australia? What?
And
Canberra? This is a knife.
Give him your wallet.
What for?
He's got a knife.
That's not a knife.
That's not a knife.
Come on.
That's a knife.
What a great movie, dude.
So I incorporated Jeopardy with just, stuff like this.
Right. And so this is what you do. Is this tonight?
This is a round. Yeah, this is one of the rounds.
Dude, this is
tonight.
freaking the bomb.
Right.
And what time tonight?
Tonight at 7 o'clock at Old Dave's Brewhouse.
All right.
Yeah.
Man, way to go, Joe.
That's that. And then look, I can click on this. There we go, right to the
there we go.
Again. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Alex Trebek.
Tim Early knew it was Australia. Nice.
Way to go, Tim.
So yeah, there's our Jeopardy rounds. Now at the because I needed more on my plate.
Did you really?
It takes forever because I
bet.
But I would love to do a Bible one for you guys.
All right.
And you guys host it. I don't have to be involved.
All right.
Okay. But yeah.
Dude, that would be so freaking cool, dude.
Yeah, that's All Dave's Brewhouse Trivia Nights.
Tonight.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, episode 12. 2088 Lowe's Drive.
By the way, this is a team. Come on, man.
Very good. Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Here it is.
B.A. Baracus. I put it a fool.
So good. All right. Before we do get out of here, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thanks again for being a part of the comments. Thanks to onechurch.tv.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay. That's right. This Sunday, Israel, Hamas, and Jesus, and the Quran.
We're gonna have a good time.
Yep. The man they call Jesus in the Quran is not the Christ. I'm sorry. I got it all wrong. To be honest with you, it's the Prophet Muhammad trying to take, I believe, led by the hand of Satan.
You're exactly right. In fact, that's what we're talking about this Sunday when we're talking. I just emailed you my sermon. It's what God creates, Satan counterfeits, and that's the big idea for this Sunday.
And you won't want to miss out. You can watch it on YouTube or Facebook. I prefer you go in person, okay? Just because we might need more security there that day. All right, but man, oof,
be fun.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, let's get out of here. I learned a lot today on the show.
I did as well.
Yeah.
I enjoy that you have a thing against Dolly Parton. And I didn't even know that was possible.
She almost ruined Sylvester Stallone's career.
Well, I think that may have been Sly's decision. But
Well, I'm
we'll
glad,
have to agree to disagree.
I'm glad
should
he's
we?
stronger than the Parton. Yes. All right. Well, hey, once again, make sure to write back what is wrong and then move along to the next one. It's not always about being good. Righteous is the word you're looking for. That's what I'm looking for. And I got a long way to go, but I'm working on it. All right. One day, I will eventually get rid of the category of boobs, okay? I will.
What day will that be?
Sooner the better. I mean, is that wrong? Is that wrong? Was that wrong of me? Was that a bad one?
I don't even know what to say. You've stumped the pastor.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Dolly has made a friggin' big left turn. I agree. All right. Well, hey, I'm Joe Padula.
I'm Chris Edmondson.
And this was the local news you needed to know. Absolutely.